Graph the inequality y is greater than negative x minus 5. When you graph an inequality, you start out like graphing a regular old y equals mx plus b problem in slope-intercept form, where when y is all by itself, the number in front of x is your slope, and the number floating around is your y-intercept. In this case, when I take a look at this, I'm going to compare this to y equals mx plus b and notice that my slope is negative, or in this case, my slope, since it's negative invisible number, it's going to be negative 1. And my y-intercept is negative 5. I don't know why I put a double negative there, but I did. That's my y-intercept. So my slope is going to be negative 1. My y-intercept is going to be negative 5. So I'm going to start out by putting a dot at negative 5 like so. Now the slope of negative 1 I'm not a fan of, so let's turn that into negative 1 over 1. And then we're just going to go, since this is a negative slope, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, and do that as many times as humanly possible like that. If I can't go up 1, left 1, I can go down 1, right 1. Now this is where it's new. This is where the game changes a little bit. When you graph an inequality, now that we have our dots, we need to take a look at the symbol that we're given. This symbol is greater than. Now, there's no or equal to part, which means we don't include the line. So when we choose a line to graph, when we don't include the line, you make a dashed line. The dashed line means that the line itself doesn't count. So if it's less than or greater than, you make a dashed line. If it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you would make a solid line. Now, the other thing that we're looking at is the fact that this is greater than. So when it's greater than, what you do is you shade above the line. Now, I'm not going to completely shade this because then this video would be a half an hour long, but we're going to shade above the line. Now, as I'm shading, this is what this means. Anything in this purple shaded region, any point in this purple shaded region is a possible solution to the original problem. Okay, so the original inequality is y is greater than or equal to negative x, y is greater than negative x minus 5. What that does, since this is an inequality, is this gives me an infinite amount of possible answers. So you're a possible answer, and you're a possible answer, and you're a possible answer. Even 0, 0 is a possible answer. Because if I were to take 0, 0, label u x, label u y, and plug that into the original problem, I would get 0 is greater than negative 5, which is a true statement. So when you graph an inequality, you shade a region that tells you that all of these points are possible solutions to the original inequality. I can't include any point on the line because you're not counting the line, it's dashed. But everything in the purple region here will work, and that's how you graph an inequality.